people? Welcome to another episode of A Drink in the Game. Episode is 33, I believe, for the
Getting
season.
up there.
Well, episode 33. I'm here with the one and only Freddie G.
What up? What up?
And it's me, of course, your host, BK Brawler, aka Alki for Days, aka Gaming Binger, we're here to talk games, drink up as usual, We're hoping anybody that's here with us has a drink in their hand too. And of course, join the chat. Felice is coming in later. She's having a little technical difficulties at the moment, but she will be joining us in a little bit. Uh, so, before we get into the whole, I know we said we're going to get into movie talk today and everything, but before we go into that, I guess so we give her more time to join us. I was going to do it a little later, but I guess let's get into what you've been playing, man. I know you got a game you say you bought and got into, and what's this game, man? And let us know what it's about.
Or it's probably uh, it's up there with hype. Is with Cyberpunk. It's Escape from Torok.
Tarkov?
Yeah, whatever. Okay. I don't know why I keep saying Torok. But yeah, it's been around forever. It's in beta actually. The amount of time I've seen people play it, I didn't know it was a game that's in beta. Um, I've been watching streamers and they started like switching from their main games to play this. So I'm like, you know what? Let me give it a try. Um, I tried it out and it's super hardcore, man. It's like it's funny because they like even start off like before you start a game or anything like it's like a warning. It's like you're gonna die. You're gonna die a lot. You're
Uh-huh.
gonna if you die during this connection, you're gonna lose everything you have on you. It's one of those games where like you die, you lose everything you carry.
Oh, so it's kind of like what's that hunting game where you're like pairs of three, and gosh, I forgot the hunt. I think it's the hunt, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, where you're looking for the monster, but you also got to watch out for other
for
players
people.
on the field.
And actually, it might be like that, but I think this is a little more hardcore. There is NPC, the card scavs,
Uh-huh.
um, and then there's players. So you could pick. You could either pick to be a scav, and like the AI would think you're friendly, or you could be a regular opposite of that, and then you get to kill. The AI will hunt you, but I think you get more stuff out of it, like because you could kill the AI and pretty much loot them. So like super hardcore. It's like and there's no mouse. You have to use a mouse and keyboard too. So I'm like just struggling over here just to aim, just to like
Oh,
open
so no controller
inventory.
support?
Nah, it's beta, so that might change. But
Ah,
like, it's super intense. It's fun though. From what I see it, it's something that I've been playing a lot of arcadey shooting games like Fortnite, Warzone, Cold War. So I'm like, let me play a little more like a little more hardcore. They legit said like it's the Dark Souls of like first person shooters, which we know how you feel about Dark Souls games. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just give it
I'm
a try.
trying. I'm trying. So man, see, I was all on board to like get on that. And does it have a co-op mode?
I think you could. I don't. That's the thing. Like, I don't think it's technically co-op. I think you could load in with a friend, but there's friendly fire. There's nothing above each person's names, so you could just like straight up just I could kill you on accident and I could loot your body. But like we could choose not to like we could choose to work together or we could choose like to like fuck around and just like keep shooting each other. But it's like super hardcore where like one shot in the head kills you, like five shots to the stomach kills you, shots to the legs kill you. You gotta eat, you gotta drink, you gotta use bandage. It's like
So it's
super
like
hardcore.
playing the forest or one of those games while trying to survive against other players.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous.
All right.
Have you heard of it?
I've heard the name, and I'm pretty sure I was probably intrigued by it when I finally saw. I think I saw a trailer, but it's not coming to me right now. Like I probably got after we're done look up a trailer for the game again. I just want to because this I know it's something that sounded interesting to me and looked interesting, but this is not coming to my head at the moment. But only thing that's turning me off right now is that it doesn't have controller support. You know me, I'm all down for playing on my PC, but I'll get even more down when I can play on my PC with a fucking controller.
Yeah,
So that's the only thing killing me there with that one.
I think it's one of those games where like there's like too much. It's like like remember we played GTFO? It's kind of similar to that, where like it's like super strategic. You need to like work together. You need to like slow down. So it's like that's the fun aspect of it. Is like taking a step back and like really you not just running and gunning. So it's like that. But the controllers is just I don't think there's enough buttons for the amount of controlling you need to do in this game. Because it's like quick reload, regular reload. There's like crouch, but there's like different levels of
So with the
crouch.
quick reload, what's the difference between like I'm pretty sure if they give you an option of quick reload, there's some type of negative aspect to that if you don't do it right. I'm pretty
Yeah, it is. So the regular reload is a long animation, but the quick reload you just literally throw the mag down to the floor and put the new one. But you have to pick it up off the floor. So like ammo, so you have to put bullets into mags. So if you lose a mag, then you like down to only like two mags instead of your three.
like playing the VR game, man. These VR games where they make you put the damn ammo into the damn gun by yourself and shit. I'm
Yeah,
like, damn, I'm not used to having to do this shit. You know, some of them like the war games. Forgot one of those I didn't play, but I was watching the trailer and they're like, you have to realistically put the fucking ammo in the damn game your damn self. You know, and the gun your damn self. So that's interesting though. But what's all right? So you said I get it's the main idea is to escape or
yeah.
be the last one standing.
Escape. So this game you could this game because this like oh God I was on the fence of buying this. So I'm like, let me just look up a whole bunch of YouTube videos about this game. There's like no beginner's guides. There's like, and then when there are beginner guides, they're like, they, what up, Felice?
Hello, police is finally here with us.
Hey.
So yeah, we was talking about Escape from Tarkov. It's a
And you
PC
got it
game.
right this time.
Thank you. I was like so hesitant to say it. Uh, so we was talking about how like realistic it's supposed to be. So you get into a map and you have to scavenge around, and then you have the NPC and you have the other players too. So they're both trying to kill you. And you're supposed to go to an extract point on the map. This game is like so hardcore where most people recommend you having two screens to play it because they're like you need a second screen just to have a map so you can know where you're going. So like this game is like on a different level of like commitment. It's like it's different. It's not Overwatch. It's not like Cold War or Warzone. So that's what's making it appealing for me.
All right. And what about the weapon types? Like, is it melee? What's the weapon types in this game?
It's knives. It's like you have everything, but it's like it doesn't. You almost have to like untrain yourself from like playing Warzone, which is my problem because I'm like quick sliding, jump up, 360 no scope. You know, you can't do that in this game. You have to like look around each corner and like one shot. They say like most times you play the game, you get one head shot from somewhere you don't even know. And it's just game over, done. That's it. Um, so like the melee, I don't even know if I would want to use a melee to get that close to somebody. But those melee, those flash grenades that actually like will blind you for like a minute, where like you can't see shit. Like it's a black screen. Grenade damage will kill you. One grenade will kill you. What's the other Squad? You remember Squad? It came out. It's on Steam. It was like a popular game. It's like Battlefield, but like more
Squad
serious.
based shooter.
Yeah, it's like that. It was like super hardcore and
Um,
like
was it no, but I'm sure it's not Ghost Recon you're talking about.
no, I think it's actually called Squad. I was thinking about buying it. Um, but it's like just a different type of game. It's like flight simulator, where it's just like the whole point of the game is just like how realistic can you make this? It's like that, but for like shooting people, I guess.
All right. Believe well, I guess you weren't here for the beginning, so you don't have no questions about what he's been playing really, unless you've been hearing and you're intrigued by anything.
Not intrigued.
It's only a PC game too, so like I don't see it. That's probably why a lot of people are not really talking about it. And it's not
I
even
mean,
on
people
it's
do
not
know
even on
shooters.
Steam. So you have to like go to their website to download it. And most people like turn off from like playing games that's not on Steam.
Are you planning on streaming it tomorrow?
But yeah, probably a good thing about it is you could play offline where there's like really no consequences for dying. You can just get used to the map. So I might just do a couple of rounds of that while I stream it and just get used to it.
All right. Nice, nice. Hey, what's going on?
It's Ben. What up, Ben?
What's going on, Ben?
It it's his birthday today, so shout out, happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. How old you turn? I'm guessing I'm gonna say 28, 29.
Well, all right. So please, what you been playing?
Um, I've been playing a lot of games, but I know that
39.
some of
My
the
bad. I was way off. Yeah.
what?
No. Ben put that turned 39, so I was like 10 years off.
Um, some of the more obscure games that I am about to start playing because I did it before, but I haven't yet because clearly I've been playing mostly Cold War and Overwatch as usual. But I'm gonna go back into playing what is it called? Child. It was a game
Child of
that
Light.
came out on
Girl?
huh?
That's the one with the
What?
girl, like the little with the blue dress or whatever, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. It came out on like I think it was like the handheld. I think it was either Vita or it's probably Vita, and then it was like Vita and PS3 or four, one of those. No, it was PS4. And when I went to go do the update, I'm back home now, not sitting anymore at the pet's house. It popped up that I had purchased it before, so I was like, damn, I never beat this game. So that's what I'm gonna start playing again. It reminds me a lot of games that came out after it. It's a platform side scroller, obviously, but you get to go up and down. There's a lot of floating and flying happening. There's floating and flying happening. Um, it's and I don't know, I just really remember loving the game. So I downloaded it. We used to looking at just shocked that they let you play it on the PlayStation 5. So that's just it didn't come out like just now. It came out a while ago. So
Well, they did promise us that almost the whole library would be available to us once we got our PlayStation 5. So at least, so it was on like, I think 20 something games or something that doesn't work on it. So that was also a plus. Still there? Did we lose her?
I don't- Maybe.
I don't know if she's here. Well, okay.
Uh, people chat. What are you guys playing? Let us know in the comments while Fleece comes back from the lag.
Yeah. So what's that?
What is that game, anyways?
What, Child of Light?
Yeah, how do you? What's is it, a platformer?
It's an indie game. I never got down to playing that game. I could remember the cover because I know it's like a girl. I think she's like in a blue dress and she's holding up like some stick or something, maybe a wand, and it has like a light glowing on it and shit. So that's why I remember it, but I never gave it a chance. It was something that like I always tell myself I gotta give more games a chance, but that's one that I never like said. That's harder for me to go and like play indie games like that unless like it's something that I saw that really, really intrigued me. So I haven't touched that one. Like I'll be looking out for like the State of Decays or games like What Remains of Edith Finch and shit like that. Cause that
Yeah.
game deserves a Game of the Year award, I believe, when that game came out. Cause that game shocked the hell out of me. Um, but yeah, so what I've been playing lately, so if you can see behind me on my son's bed, I guess this way I got a point. I have an Oculus Quest 2 back there. Like my partner at work got it for me, and I've been playing like Vader Immortal on that shit, which is for $20. The good thing I got it $20 for all three episodes of the episodic adventure. And so glad that I got 20 because each episode individually is like $20, and that would have pissed me off if I paid $60 for this damn game that like it's a good game, but like each episode length is not worth $20. Like you're just paying $20 just because it's Star Wars and it's in VR.
Yeah.
So that was like the only reason you're paying $20 for that shit. Other than that, I was playing what's the main? Oh, Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners. Like I've been waiting to play the game for a while now. When I said I was gonna play it on PlayStation, but had no energy to fucking plug in all those wires on the PlayStation. And my Oculus Quest 1 could play the game, but since I heard I was getting Oculus Quest 2 because she couldn't keep her mouth shut, then I was like, all right, fuck it, let me wait till I get that shit and play it. Now, even though the game came out a little while ago, this game is it's fucking awesome. Like this is if you really want to see what VR is about, this is one of those games that definitely could put VR on the map. Of course, it's probably Half-Life Alex does it better, but that's something I have to get into on another day. But this game, like from the guns, you have your small arms on your right, your melee weapon on your left, your flashlight on your chest. You can pull it all off at one time. I'm telling you, like you feel it when you have to stab a zombie in the head, and if you don't stab hard enough, the knife does not go in, the screwdriver does not go in, and you have to hit their brain.
That's pretty cool.
Like you have to go hard, and you feel that impact too. When you go in there, and the game forces you to like pull your shit out. Like you gotta fucking like pull it out. You can't just do a simple flick of the wrist and pull your fucking knife or a screwdriver out of their head. You have to literally grab and like, look, like my arms were kind of hurting after I was done. Like one time, my dad passed by me. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?" You know, and I'm just like, "It's virtual reality, Dad. Like this is the future." You know, so when it comes to using the guns, it's cool. Even though you don't want to use guns, because in real Walking Dead fashion, as soon as you shoot a gun, like every zombie around starts heading towards you, and then you have this like feature that ups the ante with the game, in which there's like a time limit, and until some character in the game like rings a bell, and once they ring that bell, all the zombies fucking from all over just start coming out into the streets. And you gotta try and get back to your home base before you get killed. You could try and fight them. I haven't tried. The only I think like one time I like dropped a gun on the ground and zombies heard it around me, and then
Oh
all
wow.
the zombies was coming at me at one time, and I didn't want to use my gun, so I fucking just pulled out my damn what was I crafted a bat. You could craft weapons too. I crafted the damn barbed wire bat, Negan's bat and shit, Lucille, and just started beating these zombies over the fucking head and shit. But of course, I got overrun, and I fucking had like you could swing them off you. They grab your arm. You could swing your arm and get them to go
Is
off
this
you.
a is this a co-op game?
Nah,
Oh,
no
that would
co-op,
sound that'd be
man.
dope
Yeah,
if this was co-op.
it would have been great as a co-op game. But I think they want you to be living the immersion of you alone. Well, you have other characters there. There's a lot of helping people out. You gain like a reputation, and like you got to help people or not help them. Like for instance, one lady, I found a lady in the town, and this is pretty early on, and she tells me that her husband was infected, and he asked her to kill him, and not and but she couldn't do it, so she's like, hey, then my husband's inside this blue mansion, and they don't even mark it on the map for you. You have to actually walk through the town and look for this fucking mansion yourself. And she's like, it's down the street. Lo and behold, it was not down the street. It was down the street and around a corner. Like it was not simply just down the damn street. But I found the house. They have multiple ways to get in there. You could either go in through the garage, which had like three zombies in there, or you could climb up some poles and go in through the window, which is what I did. Which at first I didn't think it would like. It's kind of cool how you could do that. I'm just like, wow, like I really felt like I was grabbing these fucking poles and climbing the damn wall, getting into the window. Sometimes it's a little wonky when you finally get to the top and you're trying to get inside the damn window. Like after you have to like move both of your arms up to lift yourself over the barrier and shit. But it was real immersive. And I got up. She told me he was in the attic, so I go up. I find the attic. There was some other zombies around them. I found a fucking axe, and this fucking axe, like you have to hold it with two hands, and there's still like three zombies that surround me, and I'm just like swinging, and then like fucking cap one in the fucking head, and it felt so fucking good. Pull that shit out. Next one comes, I just swing and this motherfucker get him in the neck, but it wasn't enough to kill him. I had to get him in the fucking head, pull it out, fucking start swinging at his fucking head until I bashed that skull in. Guy grabbed me from the back, like literally just swung around, standing up. Thank God no kids were around. I probably would have slapped somebody. But it was real immersive, man. And that was a moment that really had me a little panicked right there.
Wow. Damn, man. You're making me.
Yeah, and then so when I get into the attic now, I noticed two bodies on the ground before I even see them, and there's a note next to them. And he wrote this note saying that he killed their kids, like to put them out their misery and shit. And like he didn't want them to live in a world that we were living in right now was like some real crazy shit. So when I found him, stuck him in the back of his head, didn't let him see me. It was a quick kill, simple. Got his wedding ring that she asked me to pick up off of him. And then like when I got back to her, the game gave me a choice. She's like, "Oh man, I wish my kids could have lived to be there for their father and all this stuff and to be here with me. I lost them all." And I had the option of telling her, "Yeah, he's a good man, blah blah blah," or telling her the truth, like, "You need to know this. He killed your kids." But since I knew she was gonna be alone and everything, I just did the good option. I told her, "Yeah, he was a good man." I didn't let her know if that's gonna affect me in the future. I don't know. They say a lot of your decisions will affect things in the future of the game. So I don't know, maybe she goes back into the house later. I meet her. It's like, "You lied to me. He killed my kids," and blah, 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 and stuff like that. I would love to see consequences like that. I also met this guy who's he doesn't trust me right now, but I need him to get into this town. So I got to do some shit to trust me, make him trust me, some objectives. And that's like my main story objective. And other than that, like my base is like in a cemetery. And the last thing I did was like someone broke down my door to the cemetery and I have to go check it out. And I just stopped the game right there. Not because I was scared. I was just like, all right, I'll leave myself in a little suspense so when I have some time, I can get back onto this shit.
Man, it sounds really good. It almost doesn't even sound like a VR game the way you're describing it. Just because I think I fucked up. I think my view on VR is messed up just because I mean, I was the first one to buy anything brand new. So the first couple of VR games that came out was just like gimmicky, kind of just like a shooting range. Did you ever play that on VR, the PlayStation VR, that Arizona game, that zombie game?
Oh yeah, I have, man. I have it on. I had it on Quest, and I was like, it was good at first, like, 'cause people are hyping it up. And one thing that doesn't get me, like, if a game does like the teleporting, like that's one thing that takes me out of a game. For some reason, Vader Immortal doesn't take me out the game. But I don't know, like for a game like that, you should be able to walk. You shouldn't have to teleport.
Because you're not running, you're just like walking.
Yeah, with Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, like you're walking. I don't know why they couldn't do it with the Arizona game, but especially when you had to be running away from zombies. Like the physics were good and everything, but and with Oculus, there's updates on these VR games constantly. That's one thing I like about these VR games, that what you're playing most of the time is never a finished version of a damn game. Like they're like, we're gonna update this and put it in this mode or add this mode. But that game was okay, but wasn't as, I guess it was overhyped for me. And so when I played it, I'm just like, this is not what I was expecting. And so I just I got my refund for that game.
Oh shit, nice. I should have done that. Yeah, so I was assuming The Walking Dead would be like a version of that. So I'm happy to hear that, like, it's actually an actual video game that's like not just a gimmicky shooting range.
You get your backpack. You can put shit in your backpack for your big melee weapons like a machete or a bat. You put it on your back, and then when you want to grab it, you just reach behind your back, pull it out, ready to swing and kill motherfuckers.
So how do you feel about like the future of VR? Because we technically had Half-Life 3, a VR exclusive experience. Are you okay?
Half-Life 3, Half-Life Alex, because they're too lazy to give us the 3.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the third Half-Life game, if it's not the third. But are you okay with these big games being only VR? Like, imagine in some universe the next Halo only being a VR experience. Do you think that's okay, or you think they should only use VR for like small side projects?
No, I think if you're gonna make VR be lifted off the ground, you gotta have big games on VR. Unfortunately, not everyone's gonna get to play with it because, like you said, VR to a lot of us are still is still a gimmick to a lot of people. But if you play the right games, this is why VR is the only system on my Oculus is the only system in which I freaking read the reviews. Yes, big games for sure. Like I read the reviews for everything. I'm playing this one game. It's like Mario Kart, and
Yeah,
like you're in the car, you use your left hand to drive, and it makes it easy for you to freaking steer. And then you have to grab like your items. Like they have the items, you grab it from the side of the car. You could toss it at people, and they got like not like shell, but little guns you can shoot at people, and nice little items like an umbrella that protects you from items. You put it above your head, and then you get a shield whirling around you and stuff like that. And then like games like Vader Immortal, in which you're able to use like the force to like pick up fighting a boss, and like it's either use my lightsaber to swipe at him or use the force to pick up these boulders next to me and freaking throw it at that motherfucker is fucking great. What we drinking tonight? I got like three things I'm drinking tonight, man. I got Shorthorn, the Shorthorn Pale Ale that just came in the mail today. What's up, DJ Ham? So I got some Shorthorn. I got my Corona Extra in case that runs out.
he's not
And
messing
I'm
around, guys.
drinking some El Dorado rum aged 15 years.
Yeah, that Eduardo is really good.
Yeah, love
I'm
El
just
Dorado.
drinking Grim beer, which is a brewery that's in Brooklyn. It's really good beer. I got this when I went to my sister's wedding. Congratulations. I've been
Look,
saving this for
Elena
like
got married?
no, Mel, my older
Oh, I was
sister.
about to say. I'm like, why wasn't I invited to this? I'm about to feel some
She
type
don't
of way.
like you.
I was
No,
like,
right.
I was gonna say, like, why the fuck was not invited to this shit?
Yeah. So, what do you? If you guys are drinking something, let us know in
Yeah,
chat.
if you guys are drinking, I would like to know. I'm like an alcohol enthusiast. I have memberships to beer companies, alcohol companies. If you guys haven't been able to tell from all our other streams, I'm fucking drinking it all. Bud Light Platinum. It's been a while since I drank some Bud Light Platinum. That used to
My
be
yeah, my brother drinks I don't know if it's Bud Light, but Bud Light Lime. He swears by it. He's like it's the best shit. I'm like I
I
don't
used to
know about
drink that
that.
one too, but after a while, I'm like, not just that. Maker's
Marcus
Mark.
Martin, yeah, that's
Yeah,
really
I
good.
could drink some of that too. Hopefully I could do some of that while we're streaming. After this, we're probably gonna be streaming on Call of Duty. We're gonna do a stream every day for like an hour or so called the Path to 100. We're gonna try and finish out that season one rank of whatever fuck battle pass
Battle Pass 100,
and
yeah.
make it to level 100. So hopefully you guys could tune into that and see how far we get if you guys have any extra time. Motaz, what up? What
What's
up? I
up,
hope I'm
man?
saying it right. Motaz, Motaz Hayek. I hope I'm saying it right. you know, all right.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Well,
Welcome
welcome.
to the gamers crew.
Yes,
Or
welcome
uh,
to the Gamers Network.
yeah,
So yeah, I hope you can like and subscribe us on YouTube, and if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Right now we're just talking about some VR games at the moment. Talking about what we're playing. I was playing on my Oculus Rift and shit like that. Playing some Vader Immortal, Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners. And we want to know if you guys are into VR. Anybody here playing VR? Anybody you guys got a VR? Into it? Not into it? Think it's too much of a fucking gimmick? You
that's
know?
the thing about VR. The cool thing is like there's so many different ways to play it. You can put a phone in like one of those headsets. You have VR. You have the PlayStation VR. You have the Oculus. Um, so we have other people watching too. We're on
Yeah.
YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. So you're not alone. Trust me.
Yeah.
We're
I don't
always there with you, man. No, no worries. You have a friend in me.
hmm Yeah. Oh,
All right,
great,
dope. Yeah.
great. And if you're on Facebook, follow us on our Facebook Gamers Network Facebook page. We got a great community up in there. You can follow us on Instagram as well, gamerish underscore.
My cousin said you suck. I think your cousin is probably right, homie. Don't no problems with that.
Oh man, we don't know your cousin, so it is what it is. But anyway, so one thing we wanted to talk about today, I know we usually only go into games, but Wonder Woman came out on Christmas. It was supposed to be our great Christmas gift, to us, and we got go and watch that shit. And we wanted to get everyone was talking about it on our Facebook page. We want to know what you guys are thinking when it comes to Wonder Woman. Like did anybody else here watch it? Did you guys like it? Did you dislike it? What you liked about it? What you hate about it? You know.
Yeah.
So what was it that you disliked about it? Before I go into my opinion, Motaz, tell us what you didn't like about that. But Fred, what about you? While he's getting his opinion in, like, well, what did you feel like? 'Cause you said it was okay. So what made it okay to you?
I think I think the thing that hurt this was the same thing that hurt Cyberpunk was like all the hype leading into this. This game was supposed to be released a while ago, right? Like originally a couple months ago.
Just a few months, not like
Yeah, but I'm saying, but like they hyped it up. Everybody's like the next calling of this is like because the first one was so good that we just assumed that this one would be as good. Um, but I think it was just okay. I think compared to Marvel, it can't hold up. But compared to the other DC games, DC movies, I think DC movies are kind of not that good to begin with. So I think it kind of just in the middle of all that.
Well, I don't. Well, some of them are good. Well, you know how it is. The DC movies control the animated universe. Marvel controls the live action universe. But I still like everything Ben Affleck's Batman has been in. As much as some people don't like him, I think he played a great Batman. Or as maybe that I liked a bunch of fucking of his things. Like the way he was, the asshole personality he had going on inside there. This is like old man Batman, So all right, peace out, my man. And so yeah, but when it comes to Wonder Woman, there was so much going. Like it started off so good, is what
Yeah.
I think. Like it started off so good. The whole scene with her as a kid and everything that was going there. Like, oh man, look how much promise this girl has. Even though most of that, I don't know, I guess the message that they tried to tell during that scene, we were supposed to see it within the movie with her as an adult, but I didn't really get the damn message they were trying to send. And I felt like this movie was it was trying to send a bunch of messages, but it was all over the place. It's like they had no fucking clear direction in where they wanted to go with this damn
Shout out.
yeah. Shout out to your mom. you know. Yeah, so yeah, they had no clear direction where they wanted to go with the messaging of this movie. And oh god, what's his name? What's Mandalorian's name?
Yo, his haircut was bothering me the whole time in that movie, man.
Oh, it
It
was
was
like a
so
fucking
bad.
wig. All right, Felice, glad
And yeah, thanks,
join us.
please.
But Pedro Pascal, like his character was at first it was whatever, funny, I guess, but after a while, like I'm like, man, this is not him. I guess we're so used to seeing him in another light, and then I'm just like, who is this guy? Was he anywhere in the Wonder Woman universe for him to be coming out of nowhere with all this power and shit like that? And when it comes to Cheetah, like the way she becomes Cheetah is like nothing in the comics. I feel we all like him. We all like him, but his character in here was up and down. It's like, is he funny? Is he trying to be a certain way? Like, yeah, exactly. It was kind of annoying. What do you mean by he's a telepath? You know, I just got to know that part. Well, he
Oh
was.
yeah, because he assumed he yeah. So Felice is at people who watching on Facebook and somewhere else. Felice is saying that like they made him like a genie, which was he made a wish to be the stone. So which in sense made him
made
the
him like a
stone
genie. Yeah, it made him the stone, so he had to make people make wishes,
for
and
him.
of course,
Yeah.
he gets something in return for that. So every time they made a wish, is oh, in the comic he's a telepath. Okay, I never read about him in the comics. I know about Cheetah, but I never knew about that character being in the damn comics. So if that was what he was supposed to be in the comics, and then they turned him into this, then that makes no fucking sense. They just they decided to do their own thing as usual, but not in a Marvel way, where in Marvel things make fucking sense. I wish you could join us so you could elaborate more. It sucks that we got to read it all out, but Cheetah, like she got her powers from a god. Like even though the stone is like I guess a genie in a way, could be like interpreted as a god, but she got her damn powers from a god, and not like that. She was given strength and all that stuff. Like wasn't no fucking wishing stone. So that sucked. I don't know why they couldn't just put her somewhere excavating and she find the thing that she found in the comics and spoke to the god and got her damn powers the way she was supposed to get those fucking powers. That would have made much more sense than what they did here. But they were trying to speed up the story, I feel, and and it just didn't work. And I wish there was someone here that could talk that really liked the movie. Someone was here to really tell us what you liked about the movie. Because I know there's some people that are saying it was okay, and I want to know what parts did you guys feel was okay. Because other than the beginning and then the mall scene, I'll just like, one, where's the action? Because you started so action packed, and then it's just like no action for like a straight 20, 30 fucking minutes. And then you finally get to the action. It was a bunch of I don't know slow motion stuff, and like I don't want to ruin too much of the damn movie, like.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so would you recommend people subscribing to HBO Max to see it?
I tell people subscribe to HBO Max no matter what. Like, go and subscribe to HBO Max. But yes, you got to see it because I'm pretty sure it's gonna make sense in the long run.
Was there any cliffhanger at the end? I didn't stay past the credits.
No, they just showed the old Wonder Woman doing some stuff. Like they gave her a cameo, the
Okay.
original Wonder Woman, which was a nice little cameo they did. Um, all right, so a lot of people don't know the comic stuff. So like let's just say that let's say the invisible plane, like the way that she got that shit, that was bullshit. Like that whole thing was bullshit.
Oh,
Like
I didn't mind it.
no. Wonder Woman does not just have the ability out of nowhere to just fucking make her fucking, plane. Yeah, and that armor too, like the armor came out of nowhere. When did she change? Like
I know it's funny because she was flying, and
yeah, she's
then she just
flying.
like took a detour. And she was like, "Oh
Yeah,
wait,
and just
I forgot this
landed.
at home. Let me
And
go back. Let me go
yeah,
back."
like hold on, I just fucking saw this armor, and maybe it was in the air. She flew and she saw a power up, and then she fucking landed and had that fucking armor. Like,
I did like the
oh,
whole
you're
how.
right, you're right. She couldn't do it in the crossover. Yeah, she couldn't do it in like in the other movies. So, and this is in the past. So, and exactly, and also when it comes to the invisible thing, why didn't she in the Justice League turn the car invisible when they were heading into the fight if she had that power already? So many plot holes were just left here, and it's just like whoever made this movie didn't watch the other movies and said, you know what, let me make sure we do this, or we can't put this in here because she wasn't able to do this there. So it's fucking insane, man. She should have been able to either do less or do things that or they should have put this stuff in the Justice League movie or the first Wonder Woman movie so that we'd be prepared for all this stuff. Should have came right now. You know.
Well, maybe they're gonna do it. Maybe one of those like those games where like you start off as a boss and then you have like you forget everything. So maybe who knows? Maybe something happened. She just forgot how to fly. But I don't think it's that bad. Like I think if we nitpick, yes, it's a whole bunch of problems with it. But like overall, it kind of felt like a Disney movie to me. Like it felt like a kids movie. The first 5 minutes, I did like, what is this tone of this movie? Like the bad guys are like laughing, overacting. There's like kids everywhere. I was just like didn't feel like the same tone as the first one. The first one was almost grounded, almost more more realistic take on it. I think this one was like more of more of a kids movie for me. It just felt like family
I
friendly.
know they was trying to put like more because you know what the one thing that Wonder Woman one got praised for was its woman empowerment, and you know, and they were just I don't know if they were trying to spread that message here, and at the beginning it seemed so, but at towards the damn end it was just like all right, your message is all over the place. And really, when I know one message that was clear to me is like I made the joke like when he was answering everybody's wishes and stuff, I made the joke like this. Well, I hope everyone sees now why God doesn't answer nobody's prayers. You know, like because this is what the world would possibly be if all your prayers got answers. You know, but I don't know. I don't know if we could blame COVID for how this turned out, you know, and they rushed through the rest of it. I wish there was an explanation. I feel like those people that praised the movie before the movie was released aren't into the comics, so what do they know? You know, so they're just gonna be like, okay, this was good enough for me. Who and I pretty much said it too. Like for people who didn't don't know the comics, this movie could be perfect for them. If you don't know what's supposed to go down, how this really happened, how she got these powers, and this and that, then this is what that is just good enough. But
So just to play devil advocate, since we have some time, um, what do you? So for somebody like to reimagine something like a comic, like one of my favorite heroes are like Spider Man. So if they did something different for Spider Man, they took certain aspects of that. Um, how much do you think they should stay on what we know versus trying something different, but with a character we like? I feel like yeah, like this is different than the Wonder Woman in comics, but isn't that okay? Like we don't need the same story over and over again.
we
And
don't know. That's not the thing.
but
When
like
we
some,
get,
no, I'm
when
just
we
saying.
get
But like if you want that experience, go read those great comic books. If you want that, then go read
but
that.
that's the
This is
problem.
something
Sometimes
different.
we're watching stuff to put it. It's we don't like. How many times have we had this argument? I said I don't care if I know what's gonna happen. We just want to see it on screen. You know, we don't care if we know because either way, we know at the end of the day the hero is gonna win. So you
I
know,
mean, I think
and
it's the same thing with Batman. How many times do we need to see Batman's parents die? Like we
but
get it.
that
Like can we
but they
skip that
stopped
part?
doing that now. They
No,
stopped doing that
because
with Spider
they
Man.
were aware that like other people don't. We don't need to see the
But
same
we
story a
still,
hundred
but
times.
Batman had an interesting story. This didn't have an interesting. Batman has the best bad guys out there, like Bane and Riddler and Joker. Like, who's not tuned into that? There's not one Batman movie out there that people completely think is trash. You
Yeah, there
know,
are.
well, they're like the old ass
Yeah,
Batman.
those are garbage ass movies,
You
man.
know,
The Freeze, like what the hell is that?
nah,
That
that
was
was a good
corny.
Batman movie. That was a good one. That wasn't that bad.
Oh god.
Batman and Robin, you know. So
You think Batman and Robin was a good Batman movie?
I was fine with that movie. I liked that movie as a kid.
So what did you
That
think
was
about
fun.
the TMNT movies, the Go Ninja and all that stuff? You think those were good movies too?
The actually like now you got the Turtles movies were just okay for me. They were okay enough to pass, but I never cared much for them. Like I'm not gonna fucking go back and watch any Ninja Turtles movie more than once. You know, yeah, for the times they were okay, exactly, Felice. Like Batman and Robin for the time it came out, that was, and plus Jim Carrey as the Riddler. You know, like that shit was fucking. I love Jim Carrey as the damn Riddler.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah.
Who this
Um,
Motaz guy? Is this kid like 6 years old or something?
I don't know, but trolling is fun. But yeah, I just think that this movie is not that bad, I don't mind it telling a different story because maybe it's something that people haven't experienced before. I rather something be original than just a copy and paste from the comic book. That's just
Well, if
my
you
take
want
on
her
it.
to be original, then don't use comic book characters. You know,
But
like
then how do we ever like make new stories? Like, do we always just retold the same story 100 times? Like,
well,
I would love another Lord of the Rings movie. I know the books are done, but I would love to see more of that universe. Why does it need to stop
there's
because of
gonna
the
be a
books?
Lord of the Rings TV show. If nobody wants to see fake Lord of the Rings stuff, they
Oh
already
God.
did too much of that with The Hobbit, where they added too many characters that did not belong there. and all that stuff. Like we want to see what we know in Lord of the Rings. Like we do not want to. Like the best thing Lord of the Rings took out was Tom Bombadil, even though he's a very important character in the Fellowship of the Ring book. But you would have to put singing into the damn movie. But you can't put no singing into the damn Lord of the Rings movie with the serious tone they were trying to set there. But when it comes, like Marvel does the whole new storyline stuff pretty well, and but they know how to mix in the comic book stuff, Civil War and all that stuff, everything there. Like they knew how to mix in the story. They could change up what happens and who dies and this and that, but they still knew how to put it in a way that we were gonna enjoy it. Like Wonder Woman, you can't take chances with Wonder Woman. Like she's not that big of a character yet in which you could take those chances. You could take those chances with Batman. You could take those chances with the Flash. People that we are gonna watch.
Take the Flash?
What? But watch when the Flash movie comes out with the parallel universe, whatever, the Flashpoint movie. When that fucking thing comes out, then boom, we're gonna see that. I hear us in the background. But when the Flash movie comes out, I think there's going to be a lot of differences in there from what we're used to seeing or what we're used to reading, and we're just going to be fine with it. I'm pretty sure they're not going to make it that stupid. It'll be good enough, But Felice, yes, please give us your opinions on Wonder Woman.
I thought it was in the background.
Nah, you're here.
Nah, he was there.
Here.
What did you say?
So give us, now that you're back, I'm sure the people want to know give us your full thoughts on Wonder Woman.
I was like texting them like randomly.
Yeah, I know.
I think that some of what Freddie said I agree with a lot in reference to we keep telling the same stories over and over, but then at the same time what you said, Dre, I think it's true too. Like we should just make new stories because you can't tell the story of Wonder Woman if it's not Wonder Woman, Like, I mean, you can't like new stories, to be like stuck to who she is, like her identity as just somebody else. I do think that we should create some new stories, but beyond Wonder Woman, I told you how I felt about it. I thought that I call it trash, salty about it, but I don't think it was necessary trash. I think that it needed improvement. Like you said earlier, we don't know what happened. It could have really been like scheduling conflicts, like COVID, obviously. They didn't get to finish, what their actual thought processes were. So this is what we got. What Freddie said earlier, yeah, they probably hyped up just like they hyped up Cyberpunk. I didn't actually see that much marketing for Wonder Woman, but because I don't have cable, I don't know. But I don't know. But they do hype a Wonder Woman in general, usually. So I'm sure that was out there. But beyond that, I hated what they did with
Peter.
Paul, whatever his name is.
Oh, Pascal.
No. Peter too. Huh? Yeah, Pasquale. I hated what they did with Pasquale. I liked his acting though. Like he was doing what he was supposed to do. Like he followed what he was supposed to do.
Did you ever
I'm pretty sure
he always has. He could never change his accent. Like he has the same accent whether he's in Game of Thrones.
Man, no, he changed it. He changed it a couple of times.
Yeah, he switches off and on. It's like you can hear him.
There was a whole thing. Hold on. Could you come in and close the door? There's a whole thing. I don't know if you noticed it. He was showing like. Oh shit! We can't do spoilers, right?
No, I think it's too new.
You say it's fine?
No, I think it's too new. It just came out like a week ago.
No, it came out on the 25th. Anyway. All right. So to be not specific, there's a whole point where he was like looking at something that had happened to him. Can I be that vague? That's good enough?
Yeah, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, great. So something that happened to him. And I think that whatever that was, it kind of changed him into the man that he became, which is why he was the villain, clearly. So you should understand what I'm saying right now, if you saw the movie. So
I think it's weak that they never made anybody a bad guy. They all made them like kind of sympathetic. I think that's a weak move.
Yeah, but that's not my point.
No,
But
no, I'm just saying this. My problem.
yeah, but my point is that like the action thing, I thought that he switched it up a couple of times. Noticeably, he went from being like in, because of the surroundings and the people he was dealing with, to being like, not like just different when he spoke to his kid. I'll put it like that. Very simply. So he usually doesn't switch his accent, but I think that in this, it was on purpose. His accent changed a couple times during the movie.
Oh,
But
I get
anyway,
what you're saying. Yeah, I understand that now.
yeah, like he did it in accordance to the audience that he was speaking to,
Yeah,
because
I get what you're saying now. I definitely
was.
get what you're saying
Thank
now.
you. I don't want to like
If he
say
did that on
specifically.
purpose, then that's like next level acting.
Like I feel like that's what he did, because I noticed I peeped that. I was like, oh, why is he acting like that?
Yeah,
And
I
then,
just thought about that.
that thing happened, and I was like, oh, he doesn't look like that though. And then in his adult life, I was like, oh yeah, right. I get what he did. So like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about you guys. When you grow up a certain way, and then like you live a different way when you're adult, because you try to,
Yeah, I get exactly
whatever.
what you're trying to say. I get exactly what you're
Yeah, the last thing I'm gonna say is, obviously you said it already, Cheetah. All right, come on. What the hell was happening with her costume? I already said it on several people's comments or posts or whatever.
Yeah, I saw
Why
it.
she looking like an alley cat? Why she like a house cat? Her costume. Okay, I get what they were trying to do, but it was like a step above the notch of what that shit show that they happened, the Cats movie. It was a step up above that.
Yeah, it was
So
crazy.
yeah, she looked like a, what do you call it? The Highland cat, the white cat with the spots.
I don't know
She doesn't
too
look
much
like.
about animals like that, but
Oh, okay. Well, I watch Pets for a living. Sorry, but no, she literally looked like a white lynx or whatever. Cheetah's not supposed to look like that. Cheetah's supposed to be fierce, badass, and yeah, she's very like aggressive, but like she's like a wet cat. I'm just gonna put it like that. I can't say what I want to say because we live, but right, yeah. I was unimpressed, especially with the actress that they chose. I like her. She's just too awkward to be that role.
Why did they
She
make the
can't
kid
do it.
Asian?
What? The kid wasn't Asian. I thought he was Hispanic.
He looked Asian to me. I was like, he didn't look like his
I mean,
dad.
I don't know if you know,
I was
but
like
a lot of
distracted.
Asian
Like
people,
every time I would like
a lot of
see
Asian
them
people,
hugging, it was like, who is this kid? He
what do you
reminded me
call
of
it?
the kid from like Karate.
Migrated to Spanish countries. I just assumed he was Hispanic, but he might have been Asian. You never know. But that's another thing that casting. Like what the heck? Also, wasn't she supposed to be Amazonian? She was supposed to be like a sister that was like coveting Wonder Woman's,
There's like 4 cheetahs. So Barbara was the third.
the archaeologist.
Yeah, she's the third cheetah out there. So yeah, there was 2 before her, which of course we'll probably never know about because you know how comic books go. They have one and then they retell the story again and they make somebody else the bad guy. So but yeah, she was the third cheetah. She's the one who found this artifact. It's kind of like what they did, except that she didn't wish for to be like Wonder Woman. A god spoke to her and said they were gonna instill their powers in her. So God's name I think starts with a G, Grokakaka or some crap like that. I
The
can't
tricky
remember.
one.
So yeah, then and gives her his or her powers or whatever the fuck. I don't know if it was a his or her. I can't remember. But yeah, so that's how she got her damn powers, not by wishing for the damn powers, but I guess that was
And
just
the dude wasn't a genie. The dude wasn't a genie. Like, what the heck?
yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, so the movie to me, if I had to grade it out of 10, I'll give it a 6.5.
See?
Like I'll give it like a
Is that a
6.5.
C?
Yeah, average 7. I give it a 7.
Okay.
And I guess Felice gives it a 4.
What? I give it a C. Whatever C is, I give it that.
See? Okay. And then so before we close out the show,
Hold on, though. I wanted to say that, like, do you feel like she was less of a badass than the first one? I feel like she took a notch
Who?
down Wonder Woman.
yeah,
I
she
feel
was
like the
more
first.
Oh, no.
No, she
They did that on
wasn't.
purpose. I don't know if you noticed that. It was the whole concept was like, who said it before? I can't remember who was comment was ringing in her head about you can't have love. Basically, you can only do one. Do you remember that?
No, I
Maybe
know
it was her
she.
mom.
I know she lost her. She was losing her powers because of whatever deal she made. But I'm saying like, I felt like in the first one, like she was just more of a badass person, like character. In this one, she felt like I don't know. I just feel like she didn't live up
That was the
to.
point.
No, I mean, it's
That's the
saying like
point.
But
no,
remember, the first one is the future. So this is
no, no,
the
no. I'm talking
past.
about
Oh, she's battle hardened, maybe.
Yeah. So she has more
But Friday, you're
experience
right.
in
She is.
in the
She is
first.
kind of like soft,
Yeah, this
right?
one, like, she's
She
still
got beat up a lot.
getting accustomed to shit and everything. Like, but yeah, when the first one, she was. That's why people loved the first one because, like, yo, look how powerful they made Wonder Woman. Look
The
how,
first one was during World War II, right?
yeah, I think World
One,
War Two.
I
Yeah.
think World War One. I think
Oh, well,
no.
no,
one, one,
The
not
first one
two.
was in the past. This is in the future of that. That's what I'm
No, no,
saying.
yeah, that's what I'm asking. It was during World War I, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay,
I'm
okay.
looking at this for
No,
my other
I'm thinking
person.
of Justice League. You know, I'm
No.
thinking of Justice
I'm
League
thinking
and
about from
how
the.
powerful she was in Justice League. But I
But
think,
that's the future.
huh?
She was powerful, then not, then powerful. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's like I said, plot holes, and it's like, I want to know, did the same person who directed the other movie direct this one? Because like, if it's a different director, then something tells me that DC needs to get people to start taking notes or say, hey, go watch this movie first before you even write your script because people are going to notice that powers that she should have had here, why are you giving it to her now?
Wonder
Or
Woman was Patty Jenkins.
so hey, I don't know. Like the movie, it was okay. Started off good, and then it slowly declined for me. And then at the end, then had a little bit of good fighting, but then too much plot holes. That's my whole synopsis of the fucking movie. Too many plot holes. That's my only problem. But the one thing I feel it did was suffer because of the hype. I think it was hyped up.
Same person.
Same person? Oh man.
Same person.
So then said I'm gonna just assume COVID fucked up the ending. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna assume COVID fucked things up. That's as much as I'm gonna say about that. Then if the same person wrote this damn movie and directed it, like I'm just gonna say COVID probably fucked up what they wanted to do. Or as Mike said, send out the Snyder cut. He wants the Snyder cut in his movie.
And Josh Whedon did Justice League.
Yeah. So yeah, and so yeah, but we're about to get that Snyder cut,
Zack Snyder.
which I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
will be much better than Josh Whedon shit. You know, but to close out, hype was one thing that I had on my mind when it came to this movie. When it came to shit like Cyberpunk, where we were disappointed because the hype factor. So the one question I wanted to pose to you guys in the audience, to you two here with me, do us gamers and stuff, and us like lovers of in comic books and games, do we need to calm down on our hype levels of shit? Do you think that's hurting us, or you think like, or is it helping? Like, do you feel like the hype is hurting? Because yeah,
Dangerous.
a lot of things like Cyberpunk, what else? We hyped up that shit. We hyped up what's the last fucking hype game? I had games in my
Last of Us.
which what?
The Last of Us was hyped.
Last of Us 2, hyped up game, but it still was a great
First one, not.
mad at the story. Um what else was there? Oh god,
Anthem, Marvel's
Anthem,
Avengers.
Marvel Avengers,
Anthem.
yes.
Fallout 56.
Yeah, 76.
Destiny
Fallout
2.
76. We
The other one, the one that finally works now, the one with the space
No
travel.
Man's Sky. No Man's
Yes.
Sky. All over.
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yes, Mass Effect, definitely Andromeda. So
Every single Madden.
so we do this shit to ourselves. And
All
do you
the
guys
time.
think that we need to stop
Every,
having? I think one reason why I have so much fun with Cyberpunk is because I never fell for the hype. Every time they put out a video, didn't watch
you
it.
wouldn't watch it.
I wouldn't watch any of that stuff. I said, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to be influenced by anything. And so when the game came out, I knew nothing. I was able to sit down and play the game. And I was like, this is a masterpiece. Like even with the glitches, I still said, this is a masterpiece. So like I think
Yes.
hype hurts. And like when it came to Anthem, I told everybody before that game came out, too much hype around this game. Way too much hype. This game is gonna flop, and it flopped. When Marvel Avengers was coming out, I told everybody Marvel Avengers is gonna be our flop of the year. It flopped. Although I ended up liking it, I will admit that I do like the Avengers game, but I think it was too overhyped and that killed it. You know, so like, what do you guys think? Do you guys think hype helps or hurts? Us in the gaming and movie industry.
Please, you go first.
¿Qué
You,
pasó?
no, we say
Me
what do you
first?
think? Yeah, does hype hurt or do you think it's
Oh, yeah, like you said, you're gonna go first. Um, I don't know. I think it depends, realistically, because hype can help or hurt a game. Realistically, like if you can back that shit up, then it is nothing but glory. However, I do think that you should not hype it up as much as like as well as it is. Like you want to always give someone something to look forward. Like just like with dating, you don't want to give everything out at the first thing, because like what if they don't like what you got? You know. So like you want to like give out only a little bit so that they can see and then like be like so much excited, so much more excited when they see like way more than they thought that they would get. So I think that yeah, hype. I guess mostly it could probably hurt. I mean, other than those games, I think the games that weren't hyped, like Ghost of Tsushima, like I didn't know anything about that one. I didn't know anything about
Ghost of
Neo.
Tsushima was
Neo,
not hyped at all. Like we
yeah, I didn't
wanted
know
it
anything
so
about
bad.
Neo or Sekiro. Oh, I'm saying the game wrong.
Yeah,
But the other,
Sekiro. Yeah,
yeah,
Sekiro.
those games are amazing. I didn't know anything about them. There's several indie games I didn't know anything about, but I played and they're like amazing. So I feel like maybe in this case, yeah. And then in the case of the movie, like the trailers, I don't know if you notice nowadays, but the trailers they show way too much shit, and you already watched the whole movie through the trailers.
Yeah, I know. Like right now, the new Justice League trailer really has me hyped for the Snyder Cut one with the Hallelujah music. That the latest one that just came out. But I'm always about music in a damn movie and trailer. And if the music is great and all that stuff, I'm in. Like I really love the trailer, and I like watching it in the black and white and shit. So I'm hoping that Snyder Cut doesn't disappoint the hell out of me. But I'm really hyped for that shit right now. But uh,
I
what
think that
happened?
I think a
Yeah,
good
I see.
good way to look at it is like almost being a sports fan. Like I'm a Knicks fan, I'm a Jets fan, I'm a Mets fan. So like every
Don't be
year
Nick fan.
you're hyped up because every year it's a new. This could be the year, or in this case, this could be the game. This could be the game that like the game that we all been waiting for. So I don't think the hype is a bad thing. I think setting expectations is always healthy in life. But that should be like 2021's goals. And, but I think it's just part of just being in this industry. It's just like every Mario game, they're hoping to be some new experience, even though we know we're gonna get the same shit. Every Mario Kart, hoping that'd be like a little different, but it's the same game over and over. So if you look at like that kind of point, you get bitter fast. But I think the hype keeps us like wishing for more.
Keeps us
So
going, but it also makes people very see me. You know what it is? I think it all depends also on our personalities. Like, say me, I'm hype. I might not be hype about a game, right? But y'all know I'm gonna buy it anyway. Like, and then even if the game is shitty, I'll still some way somehow find a nice thing to say about a game and be like, "Yo, this thing is like a 7." I always try and look for something nice to say about a game, even if it's shitty, unless it's really, really shitty. Like you really gotta be really shitty for me to not want to for me to say something really negative about the game. But like, look at something like Elden Ring. How many years you think we got left till we get Elden Ring, and how much hype is going to be surrounding that game when they say this is the year it's coming out? Do you guys think we're going to be disappointed with Elden Ring or Elder Scrolls 6 as well? Because both of those games are going to have so much hype when it comes out. And I'm pretty sure Elder Scrolls 6 will come out with a bunch of bugs and it's going to make mad money, but people are going to bitch their asses off when that fucking game comes out and still buy it. But what do you guys think?
I think that yes, and also at the same point, I think that we're in a new time where there's a new presidents rather, with people suing game companies, which hasn't really happened like that before. There's been petitions, but like actual suits. So I think that this might change things if this one actually goes through with the cyberpunk. So I think that that might put more pressure on, unfortunately, the creators of the games. When I say creators, I mean the actual people working on the game, not the people who are yelling at them to
Some
work faster.
unfortunate crunch in the future.
Yeah, so I feel like it's gonna force that crunch on them, and I think that it's gonna be bad in some ways, and then others, like I feel like it's gonna like make people have to revolt because they get treated like crap, right? The people who make the games, the actual workers. So I feel like, yeah, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna last like this, or at least it's gonna change and be in a different form. You know?
Do you have a
Uh,
game that you're really anticipating right now?
Me?
Yeah.
Uh, no, not really. I can't even think it was coming out anymore
Hey,
because we were waiting for Cyberpunk. There was nothing else in my head after Cyberpunk.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Hey,
it's
DJ
next year.
Ham.
Like, huh?
Sorry to cut you off. Like, though, to DJ just made a comment. Hey, so since you're
Oh,
hopping
you hop
back,
back on because that's actually
yeah, we're like,
sorry.
yo, what video game are you most hyped for coming out in 2021 or in the future? Doesn't even have to be 2021. Any game that was announced in the future. We want to hear what you guys are interested in playing in the future. Something that you're mad hyped about. And Freddie, what do you think? Like, what game you hyped about right now, or what's a game you actually think might be disappointed that everyone's hyped about right now?
Probably the next Bethesda game, whatever that. I don't know. It was Elder.
Elden
Why you
Ring?
guys say it like that?
I know,
You should
Bethesda
start.
was one. I don't care
Not
how
even
many bugs are in
the
that
game.
game. I don't care how many bugs are in that game. That game is going to be the
We're
shit.
gonna play it. We're gonna buy it. It's gonna
Everybody's
be
going to buy
yes.
it. Everybody's going to buy it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no,
didn't
it's a
say
Game
nobody's
Pass
gonna. I didn't say nobody's
exclusive.
gonna buy it. I just said that it's gonna
It's
be a
next year will
disappointment
be Bethesda. You just do out
uh,
the whole company. Can you not do
because
that?
they
You
don't
gotta do
learn.
the
They
game.
don't learn from Skyrim re-releasing that game 1,000 million times and
And we
not
keep
actually.
buying it.
I
We
mean, we
keep
have no
buying it.
complaint. Everyone's
I know, but
happy.
like it's like the people who do dumb shit every day. We can't help what the dumb people do. You know, they're gonna
But
be dumb. Let people be dumb. But like
okay, I get
for
that you don't
everybody
like to
else,
make the same game over and over again, but that's not a appropriate response to the question
no.
in
So my
reference to like.
point was the reason why I picked Bethesda because they're not worried about making a better product. They're worried about making money, and that they're
But
seeing this as
Mario
a
does
money
it too.
maker.
You can yell at Bethesda and not yell at Mario. And Mario
Well,
obviously
you
is not.
guys already
I mean,
know how I feel about Mario. I didn't want to keep bashing Mario because then I'm gonna be called a
just
hater.
bash Mario. Get used to
But
it. Don't
like,
bash Bethesda.
You can bash Nintendo for what
First.
they did. They didn't give us no type of remake on those three Mario games. They just said put
But
the same
those
fucking
games suck.
game
Not for you.
on
For you,
that
though,
disc
Mackie.
and make them play it.
yeah,
And we eat it up. And then what they asked Doug Bowser, why is there a limited time release on these games? And his response was, because it's a celebration.
and
What the
because
Have
fuck?
you
people are
ever
gonna
met them
buy
too?
it. Did you guys buy
Just
it?
do it like no
We
comment.
buy it because
I didn't
it's
buy it.
Nintendo. It's
Right,
Nintendo.
because we
Stop
brought it.
supporting people who don't care about you. It's like having a small
Stop
pop,
supporting
like a
Nintendo.
bodega. There's a small mom and pop store. They treat you you come in. They're like, "Hey, papi, what up?" They give you free shit, and then you're like, "Nah, I'd rather go to Walmart." And see, stop going to Walmart and support the smaller people. That's why I think indie
I mean, if you
games
want to
should.
do
That's
that,
why I
then
think
that
that's
means
why
you
I'm so
can't buy
big on
any
Hades
games.
because it's such a small game that like
It's
that's
like
love in that game.
none of them
And then
care about it.
also with Phasmophobia, there's love in that game. Start supporting the small creators. Start supporting
Well,
creators like
Phasmophobia is
us who are
getting love.
small. Don't go to
Phasmophobia is
Shroud.
getting
Don't
love.
go
I
to
agree.
IGN. Support us, and that's what I'm
You should
saying.
start
Like
playing Call of Duty then, Mackie.
I
I
know, they
haven't.
can
I only
play
buy that because
Warzone,
my
play
wife. I buy it
Dauntless,
because my wife.
play
I
Dauntless.
mean, I'm just saying, you stop playing Destiny. You stop playing. You
I
should
yeah. I don't
stop
play
playing Call of Duty.
Destiny. I don't play Overwatch because of loot boxes.
I like
The
Call of
only
Duty.
person. My wife. I swear to God, if my wife didn't play that game, I would not be playing that shit. I
Hogwarts.
pl-
You
Okay.
play
Warzone is
Hogwarts,
free.
Mad Queen? I couldn't get into Hogwarts. It didn't last on me for more than a week.
Wait, what?
I had to stop playing
Hogwarts
it.
Has
isn't
that
out
game
yet. They
came
did.
out? That's not out yet.
No,
It's
no.
not out yet.
I think she's talking about the phone game, the phone thing. Uh, if I'm correct.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's the phone game.
I was actually, it's not a PS3 game, right? PS4.
No,
I can.
what's the name of that Harry Potter game on the phone? Like I
I
can't.
definitely
That's just
played one before.
But my point is that like I think that like
I
big
agree with you, though.
studios lose touch
You're right.
of. I think that's what happened with Cyberpunk. I think they lost touch of what they were.
Oh, if he's talking about the PS5, the new Harry Potter game, so I was wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one does look dope. I would probably play that.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Big boy. That's exactly what they tell you.
Magic Boy. No, I don't know. I'll probably be an asshole in that game. Is it supposed to be like multiplayer kind of? What's the premise of the game?
Hold on, DJ Ham. Why is Cyberpunk garbage? And what system are you playing it on?
He's probably playing on like a PS4.
You know, yeah, you gotta let us know what system you're playing it on, so I know why you think it's garbage.
It has a PS5 right now, but
I think
don't
that
know.
game is. I think this is a hype. I think my answer to what your question was is that I think that people are gonna learn from Cyberpunk. They're gonna learn to like not overhype a game, not oversell it. And I think if, like you said, Cyberpunk, if it came out,
PS4 and it's
All right,
garbage
so it
because
makes
the game
sense
is
why you
it is
terrible.
a yeah,
I
because
can't argue with
Uh-huh.
you. You know, yeah. It's
yeah,
no
Doesn't
I
count.
think if I bought a PS4 too, I would probably just throw away the system in the game.
the system.
Get a Stadia, homie. It's
Listen, the
free.
system was
Yeah,
nice too. You can't throw it out just because something happens that it's not his fault.
Oh, oh,
Get you
man.
more.
Get an Xbox. Get Game Pass.
It's a good,
Uh,
but it's still not gonna help what happened to the game.
You know what? If I had the patience, I would have just waited for the next gen update.
Yo, I have that problem right now. I have not played my Cyberpunk for more than like an hour because after they put out that message saying that when they put out the next gen version of Cyberpunk, excuse me, it's gonna look and play so much better than it plays right now because they're building that one up. I'm like, why am I even playing this then? I shouldn't even beat it. I can't beat it because if I beat it, as soon as I beat a game, I delete it off my hard drive and I won't go back to Cyberpunk once I beat the main story. So now I'm like, I'm only gonna play side quests and I'm waiting for that upgrade. I'm not even playing the main story no more because I'm just like, I want a reason to come back to this game. You
I
know,
got a question for DJ Ham. DJ Ham, if they come up with the update fixes everything, are you gonna give it another chance, or are you just like done with it for now? Let me
You know
know.
he's salty. He's definitely salty about this.
Yeah, I don't blame him too. They did everybody bad. They didn't show any gameplay of it. They didn't give no hint of how bad this plays on PS4 and the Xbox.
Yeah,
I mean,
well-
they probably told somebody.
Hey,
I'm,
remember,
honestly, I'm not mad at CD Projekt because,
I'm
as I said
not
before,
mad at the investors. Those are the people you gotta be mad at. The investors who forced them to throw this shit out there because they're like, yo, we're gonna start losing
it's-
money if you guys keep
No.
delaying the damn game. You know, I'll say CD Projekt Red was in the wrong for giving places like GameStop and IGN only PC copies and said that they're not allowed to review it on PS4 or Xbox yet until it releases. And so they made sure they had the best copy of the game to keep us hyped. And when we all bought it on the consoles, then we were like, what the fuck? This is not what you guys told us it was going to be.
Yeah.
So CD
they
Projekt
probably
Red,
thought they were going to get it done beforehand. I'll give it another chance, but I don't see it getting better, DJ Ham.
I think
feel
it's
you.
better. I think it's going
That's
to
the
get
thing. Like it's almost like No Man's Sky. Some people are like, no, like I don't care how many updates. You sold me a broken game, and I'm gonna judge it off of
Yeah,
that.
I was like
So
that.
some people are gonna be like Cyberpunk, like you sold me a broken game, and
I love
I'm not gonna
No
give you a
Man's
second
Sky
chance
now.
on it.
I gave No Man's Sky like 3 chances, and I'm like in love with that game right now, especially on PS5.
After 5 years of promises, I just feel like shit's not going to change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more than 5 years. It's like 7.5. Like 7.5 years of fucking promises and shit. But you know, but it's wrong. Like we're too much. Like investors need to shut up. I don't think these people should have to answer to these people anymore. If you want to invest in a game, don't put your mouth. Just don't give your opinion. Like shut up and wait for the game to come out. Like these investors need to fucking just shut the fuck up and let these developers make the damn games. Like and not say, oh, I'm gonna lose money. Because if you really wanted to make money, then just go on the sure thing. Invest in Treyarch and Activision and make your Call of Duty money every fucking year. Don't look to fucking CD Projekt Red to make you these billions of dollars because of what Witcher 3 did to the world. You know,
Yeah, crazy shit like games should have been free after all that. Make it an open world game, DJ Ham.
Who knows? After Red Dead Redemption 2, they made that a separate thing where you could just download that for free. So,
yeah,
I mean,
or,
maybe
or five
that's
dollars for the
oh, on Steam it was free.
Oh shit.
Who knows? Maybe one day, because Cyberpunk does have multiplayer, so who knows? Maybe they're like, hey guys, this is gonna be a separate
It doesn't have
thing.
multiplayer yet, right? That's what
not yet.
they
It's
linked
coming in
that.
the update, but they're pausing on the multiplayer right now to
Oh
make
yeah,
it
They
makes
need to
sense.
fix the game itself first.
yeah. So they're gonna fix that, but they're
But
still
they
working
also
on next gen. All I want is my next gen update. I don't even care about the multiplayer. When the multiplayer comes, whatever it is, it is. I guess we'll stream it maybe and see if we have any fun with it. But yeah, I'm not even. I don't know what type of multiplayer you could really put into Cyberpunk. I really don't know what you could do with that
it would
game.
be GTA based.
You know,
That's why
like
it is.
first person GTA.
Single player is terrible. I can't
It's
imagine
not bad.
multiplayer.
I think
DJ
GTA
Ham.
multiplayer is garbage.
Yeah, GTA multiplayer needs to hurry up with their next gen upgrade to that shit
They're
already.
making so much
They keep
money
making new
off of that
updates.
multiplayer that like we're never gonna get another GTA.
Hey,
You will
milk
when
the
it starts to
cow.
slow down.
Yeah,
Milk the fucking cow.
Right, a version of GTA. Thank
Oh,
you, DJ Ham. Thank you for listening to me.
Yeah. So, oh man, GTA is good. I don't know. Like I go into GTA, I get into it for like a month, and then I'm out for another 4 months, and then I'm just like, I go back in, cause I'm like, this game is still going. Like this fucking shit is still going. Like I don't know.
It's because
And,
little kids with their parents' credit cards.
yeah. Why is it Grand Theft Auto not getting shit off of that stuff?
because
Why
it's
is it like 2K? Why is it
the
like
game
Madden,
works.
FIFA?
GTA is an acquired taste.
Yeah,
DJ
it's,
Ham.
You know, and we all love GTA. We just like going around the place shooting up people. I think the one thing people love about GTA is destroying other people's lives in the game. Like when you're trying to do a mission and get your drug money, and then some guy with a plane just comes and crashes into my fucking truck, another player on purpose, and he's just like, you know, and it's like, yo, fuck you, man. What does my delivery have to do with your enjoyment to this fucking game? Like, can I just deliver my fucking packages and make my money from my fucking weed house and not be disturbed? Do you guys know how many times I have to switch servers in GTA so I can be by myself? Like, I always got to switch servers just to accomplish shit in that game.
I like missions. That's why I don't play with because MFers just want in 3 hours killing the same people. Damn.
Yeah.
That's why. Honestly, when I play GTA, that's what I do all the time. I don't think I do missions. I just drive around just shooting people, and then it's just like that's it. That's my experience of Grand Theft Auto Online. It's just killing the same people over and over again. It's just like okay.
Me and my cousins, we usually go in on that fucking game. Like when we're all into it, doing the heist and all that shit. Especially Mo. You know Mo. Mo loves doing co-op shit. Mo is always ready for a raid. Mo is always ready for them heists and everything. You know, but you know, it is what it is. GTA is going to continue making them its money. Rockstar is going to keep getting their money. And then we'll get an update to that multiplayer soon. And then we're going to wait like 3 years. And then GTA 6 will be announced next year. I'm calling it now. GTA 6 announced next year at E3. You know,
Isn't it crazy that they never did any DLC stories for that game? They just kept it all online.
yeah. Hey, why focus on the story? The story ended in like we got like 3 different endings for the story. Like, why continue the story? Just give us more online. I just wish Red Dead they were more committed to doing Red Dead's online as they are to doing GTA's online. Because I'm more into Red Dead. You know, like I don't even play Red Dead, and every time the battle pass comes out for Red Dead, I buy it, and I don't even play. But I buy the battle pass for Red Dead all the time, just in case.
I'm
I
judging you.
back on it. Like that's how much hope I have for Red Dead. You know, right now. So
DJ Ham said yes, that's what it's for. Raids, heists, all that is lit.
I can't like me. Whatever is going to take too much time for me to finish, I try not to participate in. You know, I try not to participate. Like Destiny's raids take way too long. Like I don't know why people have the attention span that they have to go through all those Destiny raids. But after playing the first and second raid, I'm just like, yo, why are there puzzles in this first person shooter? Like, this is a first person shooter. Just put things in front of me, make them harder to kill, and I call that a raid. I don't want to jump on this and jump on that, and my partner has to jump on this at this time. This is not what I'm looking forward to when I'm playing a first person shooter. I hate Destiny raids. They're pieces of shit. I love Destiny, but I hate their raids. I'll never play a raid. I don't care how much money you offer me. I'm not playing a Destiny raid. I hate it. I'm tired of it. I don't like
Yeah,
it.
I just hate Destiny, so I agree with you there.
I don't know why you hate Destiny, but I just hate Destiny raids.
It's the same game
Games,
to me.
most games everyone else likes. Destiny is the Dollar Tree version of Warframe.
I can't get into
DJ,
Warframe.
Yeah,
I
DJ
can't
doesn't
love
like
Warframe.
Destiny either, so we're 2 against 1, so we win.
Wait, who doesn't like Destiny?
DJ. He just said it's
DJ
boo
doesn't
boo.
count. DJ doesn't count. He's not part of the squad.
No, it's
I love you, DJ.
You know, me and Felice love Destiny. We still into that shit.
Love is a strong word. I just meant
Yeah,
that.
well, I know you don't love it because you're not on it every
I
day.
like Warframe
I
better.
do my best
I
to put
spent
in
money
much
on
work
Warframe.
as
Yeah,
I
we
do.
win. DJ, I'm about to delete you.
Nah, it's fine.
Continue.
He's cool. He's cool. We like DJ. At least he's participating in the chat. We appreciate all you that participate in the chat. You
It's
know,
because I'm always in his chat trolling him, making
know.
fun of his VR games.
you know. So and also like our Patreon is set up. I'm gonna announce it on our Facebook and Discord and all that stuff, Twitter on the New Year's because I want to start fresh. Everybody, we will like anybody is watching and listening right now. All we're asking for is like $1 a month to start with, and all this stuff goes towards you guys. You know, like this goes towards prizes, gift cards, raffles, like all that good shit, and it helps us out like if we need better equipment and all that shit, you know, like we will make sure that you guys money gets put into good use for those who support us, and I will find exclusive stuff for people that are on the Patreon to do and to be a part of, and also for our Facebook group. We always have a list of top 10 contributors of the month for our Facebook group. At the end of every month from now on, we will do a raffle for the 10 people. We used to give to the first place person a prize, but now because I don't want people to feel like they're contributing for no reason, I'm raffling to the top 10 people, and we're going to give you a $25 GameStop card or Amazon card at the end of every month for whoever wins that raffle. And we'll do that raffle on either this pod or the Game Rich Network podcast. And so that's my gift to you guys for the new year, for next year starting. So as soon as we see the top 10 on Facebook right now, our top 10 contributors, I'm going to show it off. And I will hope you have to be watching, though. If you're not here when we fucking do the raffle, you will not win anything. You know, I'll make that clear. You know, I'll make that clear on the Facebook page too. You have to be watching and tuned in order to win. So, yeah, I think it's only fair. Because if I say your name and you're not here, then hey, fuck it, then you don't really want it that bad, right? So, yeah.
I'll take it.
You know, so we're gonna do it all that. We got much more coming. You know, yes, thank you. I'm glad. Thank you, DJ, for agreeing. You know, so I'll do this at the end of every month. And like I said, we got more raffles coming. We got more ideas coming. Hopefully, you guys can watch our streams. You know, I don't know if any of you guys have a final word. Felice, got anything extra to say before we close out? Freddie, anything you guys want to say before we close out?
Yeah, pretty much is next year we're trying to do Game Rich Network a little bigger, a little more consistent. Just keep in touch with our places we can reach us, Discord, Facebook group like usual, and just like stay in tune. And if you guys have anything you guys would like us to do, to say, TV shows you want us to watch and maybe review, movies, games that you guys want us to play and maybe stream it, let us know. Any kind of advice you guys want to give us, any feedback, just let us know in chat. We're just trying to get better for you guys. So any feedback, good or bad, is good.
Yes, just hit us up. We don't mind it. You know, we don't mind any feedback. Hey, yes, whoever said, oh
Ben.
yeah, Happy New Year to you too. Cause on here we can't see Facebook names for some fucking.
It's Ben, the
Oh,
birthday
Ben,
boy.
oh, yeah. Happy New Year, Ben. You know, like hopefully you could get drunk tonight. You know, like I know you
Tipsy,
don't know it for
tipsy.
your birthday. You know,
He has to work
so
the next day.
yeah. Oh, well, no,
You
simply
do you
that's
better keep
not
it to
me.
yourself.
I drink every night. Like no fucking work stops me from drinking. You know, and hopefully my boss ain't watching, but I drink at work too. So it's
Nice.
it is what the fuck it is. You know, and shit. Sometimes that shit helps me get through the fucking day. You know, like, so yeah, I'm tipsy all the time. I'm tipsy all the time, and I let my staff get in on that shit too. I'm like, yo, y'all want something from the
Oh,
flat?
stop saying things.
Yo, man, I let my
Bitch
people.
says forever.
Yo, my people love working for me, yo. They love working for me. They get to drink wine while we're working. Like I got my
Yeah, you're
flat.
the best boss because you're drunk
Yeah,
all the time, so they
I
just do whatever they
know.
want to do.
So best boss ever. I call myself the best boss.
I know, right?
You
Bitch
know,
says
so
forever.
like, yo, but when the big man is there, I'd be like, yo, put that shit away. You know, like, but this week is New Year's week, and we don't got no patience in the office. I'm like, yo, drink up. You know, y'all want to drink up? Let's drink up. Like, let's go. You know, so it is what it is. But yes, everybody, back to the point. We love y'all. We love your support. We hope we keep seeing you guys. We hope we can get you guys to invest in us. You know, even if it's just $1, we don't mind. Just a fucking dollar. But I'll post the Patreon next year. You know, I want you guys to have a good time. We want to keep making this shit fun. Want to even have you guys watch our streams, join our streams. I don't care if you guys want to play Call of Duty with us. Like I'll jump into anybody's Call of Duty game, your Overwatch game, even if I suck right now. You know, as Felice knows, we all stuck at Overwatch right now, except for her. She's the queen of Overwatch. You know, but yeah. So next year, big things. And hopefully we could get Felice to do a podcast of her own. You know, we're looking forward to that, you know. So big things coming. Big things coming. You know. She said boots. Or
You
she said,
can hear, but
The
let me
people
tell
have talked.
you.
The people have spoke. So I guess not.
Mm,
I called her the
sure.
queen of Overwatch. Oh, I guess you're not the queen of Overwatch, Felice. You know, people are saying no. You know, the people are saying no.
Luckily, I don't care about what people say, except, you know,
You know, so
DJ
as usual, guys, like, thanks for tuning
Call of
in.
Duty.
Enjoy your drinks, enjoy your games as usual. Peace out.
See ya.
Till next
Sunday will
week.